By a narrow path, we reach Prem Varni, one of these almost inaccessible yogi hermits who leads a purely contemplative life. Fortunately for us, he was not sunk in meditation. At such times, he's likely to remain in his cave, completely absorbed, without food or sleep, for up to 3 weeks. In this cave once lived the Pandavas, the legendary heroes of the Mahabharata. Here we come into contact with the age-old tradition of retreat to the jungle in search of final spiritual cognition. In Jaranda Samhita, the Vastradoti, known as the cleansing exercise, together with a suitable diet, is recommended for various stomach complaints. For example, mycodermitis. In this discipline, a bandage about 5.5 yards long and 3 inches wide must be swallowed. The end of the bandage is placed as far back in the mouth as possible. By means of chewing and swallowing movements, the bandage is conveyed inch by inch to the stomach. It is difficult at first to prevent the throat nerves from reacting against the bandage. Without inner effort and patience, it could never be accomplished. Through mobilizing the forces of self-control, the ascetic can free himself from all sense of fear and from all bodily distractions. 2 inches of the bandage must remain visible so that it can be pulled out again without difficulty. Once the bandage has been swallowed, the stomach is exercised through contractions of the abdominal muscles. In this way, a more thorough cleansing of the coat of the stomach occurs, and the gastric juice is absorbed. Finally, the bandage is carefully removed to the accompaniment of movements of the diaphragm. Through Jalaneti, the nostrils are washed out. In Ayurveda, this discipline is recommended for the relief of chronic headaches, sleeplessness, and nasal trouble. Jalaneti is carried out on both sides. A teaspoonful of salt or a little lemon should be added to the water. Finally, breathing exercises are done to remove any remaining water. The head is turned to the right and to the left, whereby the upper part of the body is bent slightly forward, and the breath is drawn deeply in and out through the nostrils. Prem Varni is the living example of his words. One is conscious of the depth of inner knowledge which has molded him during years of solitude. His tranquility, noticeable to all who meet him, is at the same time infused with a particular kind of awareness, happily transferable to others. Admirers and pupils of Prem Varni prepare the place where their master will perform the yoga asanas, that is, yoga postures. Pranayama, known as the rhythmic full breathing of the yogi, has been used since ancient times as a method of soothing the nervous system and achieving a balanced frame of mind. Matsyendrasana is unique in its effectiveness. It strengthens the vertebral column through rotation from one side to the other. Matsyendrasana to the right. Matsyendrasana is carried out on both sides. The body should be relaxed after every asana. In this way it's trained, but not overtaxed. It was realized thousands of years ago that the body is animated by two principles, tension and relaxation. Continuous good health is possible only where these two forces are in complete equilibrium. The lotus seat, Padmasana, is the posture most suitable for breathing exercises. The Indian yogis base their breathing on the beat of the heart. Counting the rhythm of the pulse, they breathe in and out as prescribed. By reason of the diversity of human talents, various kinds of yoga have been developed. Hatha yoga allows a strong, healthy development of the body. Karma yoga is the way of practical action as protection against the superficiality of everyday life. In Raja yoga, thoughts and feelings are controlled by willpower. Jnana yoga leads by way of cognition to the same goal. Bhakti yoga follows the path of loving servitude, of unconditional sacrifice. These various systems of yoga differ only in their starting point. Their essence and their goal is always the same, perfect self-knowledge. A special feature of Hatha yoga, in contrast to European gymnastics, is that the movements are carried out slowly and consciously. Coordination of breathing rhythm and movement also plays a decisive role. It should always be carried out in a relaxed atmosphere. Through concentration on particular parts or functions of the body during an asana, the yogi is able to animate the respective nerves, glands, or internal organs. Gomukhasana is helpful for rheumatism in the various joints and invigorates the shoulder muscles. In Sanskrit, Lola indicates a particular kind of peacock. In Lolasana, all the muscles of the neck and the extremities are exercised. This is a somewhat difficult asana and usually requires a lot of practice. We know that there is a close connection between respiration and the state of mind. Further, that there is interplay between the mind and the glandular system. From this, we can begin to understand the often astonishing success of yoga as a method of healing. With the help of special breathing exercises, substantial influence can be obtained over the whole metabolism. Sitali is a cleansing respiratory exercise. Combined with holding the breath, that is kumbhaka, it increases alertness and powers of reaction. Sitkari is recommended for fatigue. This breathing method stimulates the nervous system. Ketchari Mudra leads to complete control of the reflex process of respiration, by which breathing comes almost to a halt. In this way, it becomes possible to separate consciousness from the material world.